is Enhance Your English podcast, where real conversations build real confidence. Let's make English easy.
Hey everyone! Welcome back to Enhance Your English, the podcast where we make English learning feel less like homework and more like a good chat with your friends. I'm James.
And I'm Emma. And before we start, grab your coffee, your chai, your cold drink, whatever gets you going, because today's episode is going to be so relatable.
Honestly, so relatable. Today, we are talking about something every single one of you does, every single day.
Yes, how to talk about your day, like in English, fluently, naturally, without freezing up and just saying, it was fine.
Oh no, we've all been there. Someone asks, how was your day? And your brain just stops.
Completely blanks. You know the words in your head, but they just don't come out right.
Exactly. So today, we're going to fix that for good. We'll share our own days, some stories, some vocabulary, and by the end, you'll be talking about your day like a pro.
Okay, but first, if you are new here, welcome to the family. Hit that subscribe button. It really means a lot to us.
And if you've been listening for a while, you are amazing. Share this episode with one friend who's learning English. Just one. It makes a huge difference.
All right, James, let's get into it. Tell me about your morning. How did your day start today?
Okay, so my morning was a journey. So my alarm went off at 6:30.
Ooh, that's early.
It is early, and I'm not gonna lie, I hit the snooze button twice.
James, 2 times?
Okay, maybe 3 times. I'm just not a morning person, Emma. The moment that alarm goes off, I think, why? Why is this happening to me?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so what finally got you out of bed?
Honestly, my stomach. I was hungry. That's it. No motivation, no inspiration, just hunger.
That is the most honest thing I've ever heard.
What about you? I know you're going to say something annoyingly cheerful about your morning.
Okay, yes, I am a morning person. I'm sorry. I woke up at 6 and I actually felt good.
That's unnatural, Emma.
I know. But listen, I have this little routine. I wake up, I don't touch my phone for the first 20 minutes.
Whoa, that takes serious discipline.
It really does. Instead, I just make my tea, sit by the window, and just, breathe. It sets such a calm tone for the whole day.
I actually want to try that. My morning routine is basically snooze, panic, shower, run out the door.
That is not a routine, James. That is a crisis.
It really is. Every single morning, a small personal crisis.
Okay, but you know what? I think a lot of our listeners relate to you more than me. Not everyone is a morning person, and that is totally okay.
Absolutely. And that's the thing. When you're talking about your day in English, the morning is always a great place to start. People love talking about mornings, whether they love them or hate them.
So, useful phrases here. You can say, I'm not a morning person. Supernatural, everyone understands.
Or my alarm went off and I just couldn't get up.
Oh, yes. Or my favorite, I woke up on the right side of the bed today, meaning you're in a great mood from the start.
Ooh, that's a good idiom. We'll come back to that in the word tour. But first, Emma, tell me something funny that happened in your morning, because your mornings seem too perfect.
Okay, fine. So this morning, I was making my tea, feeling very zen, very calm.
Very Emma.
Very Emma, yes. And I went to pour the tea, and I completely missed the cup.
No.
Tea everywhere. On the counter, on my shirt, on my notes for this episode.
So the calm morning was ruined.
In about 3 seconds, yes. I had to change, clean everything, and suddenly I was rushing too.
Welcome to my world, Emma. Welcome to my world.
It was very humbling. Okay, so mornings. Chaotic or calm, we all have them. Let's talk about what comes next.
Okay, so after the morning chaos, work or school or whatever your day looks like.
Right. And this is actually where most English learners struggle, talking about what they did during the day, like at work or at uni.
Because in English, you can't just say, I worked. That's so flat. You want to describe it.
Exactly. So, James, what was your afternoon like?
So I had back-to-back meetings, like meeting after meeting after meeting.
Oh, I feel that.
And there's this one meeting, I'm not going to name names, but it was a meeting that could have been an email. You know what I mean?
Oh, everyone knows exactly what you mean.
Like, we sat there for an hour and honestly, nothing was decided. We just talked about talking.
A meeting about talking. Very productive.
Very. But between meetings, I actually got a lot done. I went through my to-do list, knocked out a few tasks. That felt really good.
Ooh, knocked out. Great phrase. It means you finish tasks quickly and efficiently.
Yes! Like, I knocked out 3 emails before lunch. Very satisfying to say.
My afternoon was actually quite nice. I was working on some writing, and I got into this zone where everything just flowed.
Oh, I love that feeling, when you're in the zone.
It's the best. Like, time just disappears. I looked up and it was already 3 o'clock.
And then the 3 p.m. slump hit.
And then, yes, the 3 p.m. slump hit. Suddenly very sleepy.
It's like a law of nature. 3 p.m., energy just drops. What do you do when that happens? I take a short walk, even just 5 minutes outside. Fresh air completely changes things.
That's so smart. I make another cup of tea.
Tea solves everything for Emma.
It really does. Okay, so useful phrases for talking about your work day or study day. I had a productive morning, or it was a slow day.
Or I was swamped, meaning super busy, overwhelmed with work.
Oh, yes, I was so swamped today. Very natural.
Or the opposite. It was a pretty chilled day. Easy, relaxed.
Perfect. Okay, James, I have to ask, did you eat lunch? Because last time you told me you skipped lunch, and I was genuinely concerned.
I did eat. I had a sandwich from that little place near the office.
Was it good?
It was incredible. Sometimes a simple sandwich just hits different, you know?
Hits different, meaning it feels especially good, better than expected. Very casual, very natural English.
Use that one. Your English friends will be impressed.
Okay, so the workday's done. It's evening. This is honestly my favorite part to talk about because everyone has such different evenings.
Completely different. My evening usually starts with collapsing on the sofa.
Immediately?
The moment I get home, shoes off, bag dropped, sofa. It's a ritual.
I actually really look forward to cooking in the evenings. It's my wind down time.
Really? Cooking relaxes you?
Genuinely, I put on some music, chop some vegetables, make something warm. It just helps me decompress after the day.
I respect that so much. I ordered pizza last night.
James.
It was a long day, and honestly, no regrets. The pizza was amazing.
Okay, fair enough. And after dinner?
I actually called my mom. We have this thing where we catch up on the phone, just talk about our days, and it's genuinely my favorite part of the evening.
Oh, that's so sweet.
She always asks the same questions. What did you eat? Are you sleeping enough? Are you stressed? Very mum things.
That's so wholesome. I spent my evening reading. I'm in the middle of this book and I just could not put it down.
Ooh, what kind of book?
A thriller. Every chapter ends on a cliffhanger and I kept thinking, just one more chapter.
And then suddenly it's midnight.
Exactly. I looked at my phone and it was 11:30 and I had to force myself to stop.
See, that's something so many people do. We all say just one more episode or just one more chapter, and then
And then suddenly it's way past bedtime.
the universal human experience.
And you know what? That's exactly what makes these conversations so natural in English. You're not just saying facts, you're telling a story about your day.
Yes, and that's the real skill, not just the vocabulary, but making your day sound interesting, even if it was a regular Tuesday.
Because every day has something, a funny moment, a small win, something that surprised you.
A meeting that could have been an email.
Always. Okay, I think it's time for our favorite part.
Oh, yes, word tour time.
But first, our calm word. One word explored slowly. Today's calm word is unwind.
Unwind. Unwind.
To unwind means to relax and release the stress of the day, like letting a coiled spring slowly loosen.
We all need to unwind. After a long day, you need that moment where you let go of everything.
Some people unwind by watching a show, some by cooking, some by collapsing on the sofa.
Some by collapsing on the sofa.
All valid. The important thing is you give yourself that time. You deserve to unwind.
Unwind. Let today go. Tomorrow is a new day.
Beautiful. Okay, word tour.
All right, listeners, word tour time. 7 words to help you talk about your day like a natural English speaker. Emma, you want to kick us off?
Absolutely. Word number 1, routine. Routine. Your routine is the set of things you do regularly in a fixed order.
Like, my morning routine takes about 45 minutes.
Or, I'm trying to build a healthier evening routine.
Routines give your day structure, and they're one of the most common things people talk about in casual English conversation. Word 2, hectic. Hectic. Hectic means very busy, full of activity, almost chaotic.
It was such a hectic day. I barely had time to eat lunch.
Or, work has been really hectic this week.
If someone asks how your day was and it was crazy busy, hectic is your word. Word 3, productive. Productive. When your day is productive, you got a lot done. You made progress.
I had a really productive morning. I finished everything on my to-do list.
Or, I didn't feel very productive today. I just couldn't focus.
Everyone loves a productive day, and everyone loves talking about it. Word 4, catch up. 2 words, but 1 meaning. To catch up means to talk with someone you haven't spoken to in a while, to share news and updates.
I caught up with an old friend over coffee.
Or, we should catch up soon. It's been ages.
Also useful, let me catch you up on what happened, meaning let me tell you the latest news. Word 5, wind down. To wind down means to gradually relax after a busy or stressful time.
I like to wind down in the evenings by watching a show.
Or, I need at least 30 minutes to wind down before bed.
Similar to unwind, but wind down often suggests a gradual process. You're slowly coming down from the energy of the day. Word 6, swamped. Swamped. To be swamped means to be completely overwhelmed. Too much to do, not enough time.
Sorry I didn't reply. I've been absolutely swamped at work.
Or, the restaurant was swamped during lunch hour.
This is a very common, very natural word in spoken English. Use it and people will be impressed. And our last word, uneventful. Uneventful. A day that is uneventful is quiet, with nothing exciting or unusual happening.
It was a pretty uneventful day, just the usual stuff.
Or, the journey was long but uneventful. No delays, nothing dramatic.
This is a great word because sometimes your day really was just normal. And that's okay. You can say it confidently.
Not every day needs to be an adventure.
Says the woman who spilled tea all over herself this morning.
That was an event, James. That was very eventful.
Okay, before we wrap up, it's challenge time.
Yes! Your challenge for today is this. Tonight, before you sleep, write 5 sentences in English about your day.
Use at least 3 words from today's word tour.
So something like, today was really hectic. I was swamped with assignments, but I still managed to be productive in the evening. I wound down by listening to music.
See? That already sounds amazing. 5 sentences, 3 words. That's it.
Write it in the comments. We genuinely read them. We love seeing your progress.
It's one of our favorite parts of making this podcast, seeing you all actually use the language.
All right, everyone. That is a wrap on today's episode of Enhance Your English.
We talked about mornings, chaotic ones and calm ones.
Afternoons, productive ones and swamped ones.
Evenings, cozy ones and pizza on the sofa ones.
No judgment. If you enjoyed today's episode, please hit that like button. It genuinely helps us so much.
And subscribe if you haven't already. New episodes come out regularly, and we don't want you to miss a single one.
Share this with one person who's learning English. Just one. You'll be helping them more than you know.
And leave us a comment. Tell us, are you a morning person or an evening person? We really want to know.
Until next time, keep practicing, keep speaking, and remember,
Your English gets better every single day, even the uneventful ones.
bye everyone.
Bye!